Hello, Rosie. Pushed the on button a little early. Hello, Bok Bok Baka. Thank you for giving me an excuse to do my chicken impression. Hello, Yannick. Yannick, are you from... Oh, hello from France. So, this is the third time in a row on the Starfleet command machine. First time there wasn't enough light. Second time, the light kept things from falling off. I think everything is set up correctly now at last. What ended up wrong? What? Now I think it's finally... You would think Scotty would have gotten it better by now. Ah. Rosie, if you can handle all that riveting, you can handle this. Keep on breathing, breathing, breathing. Keep on breathing, keep on breathing, keep on breathing, keep on... Hey, everybody, I was just saying we're back on the Starfleet command machine. We've had troubles with it 2 nights in a row. 2 mornings in a row. Here on Danger Zone Morning Grind. But I think we've got it nailed down now. We were a few minutes early because I pushed the button because I was excited. So technically we start in 6 minutes. If you remember from yesterday, we couldn't get the boxes off. We couldn't get the bills off because of the light placement. The light placement has been changed. Hold on. Alexa, I said never to call me here. It looks fixed. That's all I can say. But hey, it's a journey of exploration and discovery. Well, there's certainly plenty of light. There's certainly, you can see the space is big enough. So fingers crossed. And let's just hope people show up and give us another chance. Well, I actually came out ahead anyway. You know, it's a tricky balance here. they probably would have if I complained, but they do so much for me, I don't like to complain. So it depends. I mean, if somehow it lost me $1,000, I would complain. But there's always tomorrow, and I came out ahead. I came out $25 ahead anyway. So, and they could easily point out, well, if the machine had worked, you could have lost more. So, they're really good to me here. Like, Michaela has finished testing Let 'em Ride, but she's going to let me do a new game. Hey, King Sangoose. And then we'll be playing whatever. Michaela says she's not playtesting anything this afternoon at 2, but she does have something she just polished off on her machine, so we can play upstairs. Yes, now you are going through the thrilling expense. Oh, thank you, King Zangoose. If you haven't subbed yet, or you haven't hit that like button, go ahead. Go again. We accept all Zangooses. You're addicted. I wind up playing this 6 hours a day. Waffle, if you're addicted, you might as well give into it and subscribe and like. The penny machine? Tell you what, I'll give you a penny and you give me one of these, okay? Well, I have to wait till 8:30. I just signed on early. That's my problem. And I like to wait till 200 people are watching before I start. And I appreciate you guys being here. Jack knows it's a quarter machine. Jack is many things. He is not stupid. I'd make that deal. That's a possible help for a push. Not sure what you mean, but go ahead and... Oh, you mean a penny for a quarter? Yeah, I'd make that deal. On top of pushing likes and subscriptions especially, well, Jack, the honest answer is I'm making money, but I have one last verification step that involves them actually physically mailing something they haven't completed yet. So they're happily sitting on whatever money. But I will tell you, it's less than I spend. It's less than I spend on gas just getting here and back. Hey, Jar Lego. I'm going to miss. I feel bad every time I want to say some people's names because I want to welcome them. Yep, my goal is 100 billion subscriptions. And when you think for a second, hey, there's only like 8 billion people on the planet tops, how am I going to get 100 billion? But you forget that according to United States law, all corporations are considered people. So I want corporations to subscribe under their corporate names. I'd also like them to sponsor me, but that's a whole other issue. But mostly I'm in it but for the fun, and because I don't have to play all by myself, I got you guys. I hope I have a win tonight. Well, actually, it's morning where I am. It's we're playing from 8:30 to 10:40. Okay, Cody, for you, I will put in 1 coin. Are you subscribed and liked, Cody? If you're subscribed, just hit the like, and I'll put in the... Lindsay, that's a lovely offer, but I'm a married man. I believe that it's night in Australia. I got to tell you, the Australian time zones are the hardest ones to keep up with because they're not a whole day in advance. They're like 18 hours or so in advance. So, okay, it's 18 hours in advance. How long does that mean? It's 8:30 here. 12 hours would be 8:30 p.m. And then another 6 hours. Lone Wolf, why are you never going to get monetized? Are you a werewolf? And hey, what's your channel? I'll push your channel if you push mine. Indeed, it's just after 8:30. I usually like to wait until I get 200 people live, but I'm not going to push it this morning. Okay. 152 will have to do. Here we go. Well, as I understand it and have experienced it, they need a certain number of subscriptions. Hey, Lindsay. I would like to get 1 million likes this morning. Okay, Lone Wolf. His channel is Lone Wolf-1208. What are you doing that gets 1 million views? And are you sure it's YouTube and not OnlyFans? I don't know what you mean by the front row. Along here? Okay, could one of the people who are calling the front row heavy explain to me what exactly they mean? And which is the front row? Here you mean, got it, okay. Well, quarters on the front row is good because it means I get recharged faster. Oh, they'll fall. And when they fall, they will fall in great numbers. But they have no choice. Because they are part of my plan to get 100 billion subscriptions. See? You know, if I could just get everyone on the planet Vulcan to subscribe, which after all is the only logical thing to do, I know a lot of people feel not having points fall on each other is good. But if you'll notice, there are a lot of double layers on here. Ooh, I got a 5-chip. Okay. There's a watch about to come down. Now, of course, there's too much light. Huh. Well, at least there's room for things to fall down now. Hi, D. Shelburne. Well, let it ride. It's mothballed for now. I'll be playing something else at Michaela's. I'm not sure what. But it's not in beta testing. It's not weird. It's just something she whipped out. Okay, gotta clean out. My job is to clean out. Your job is to subscribe. And between the two of us, we'll lick the platter clean. What do I got here? Oh. I got a 5. And another 5. Well, that's 10, so I'm only in 15 now. I know, Lindsay. What I really wish is like the moderators are. You know how the moderators are blue and the members are green? I wish they had a color for the subscribers so I don't bug people who are already subscribing. Well, how much I won for this game so far is nothing because I only started playing like 5 minutes ago. I got 10 back out of I paid in $25. I have 10 back so far. What do you mean is it golden coins or something? No, it's regular quarters, $25 worth of them. It's 100. But they give me the quarters so I can play for the prizes that you see here. I don't win quarters back. I mean, I get quarters back to play again, but I don't get to take them home. Oh, and that's not even quarters. What's making them look gold is that they're white. Oh, the lighting makes the quarters look goldish. Oh, I see what you mean. And these are just the 5 chips. Starfleet Command 5 chips. Well, sometimes I have to buy more along the line, but I like to wait until I've won at least 25. Then I can pay for it in chips or what I've won. Ah, I got another 5. I should have said, yes, they're gold and sold them to you, but no. The question is, how do we keep it? Thank you, Lady Trucker. Put them on the side of the 50. Well, see, that does knock the 50 down. But I'd like to try and get the watch down. Okay, so the deal is, when I bend down at my age, if I'm going to bend down to pick something up, you guys got to subscribe. I got another 5 chip. I don't know how well you can see that. That puts me at 15. Hey, Noah. Not yet, but if I play this for another 150, 200 years, I will be. Why do you ask? Do you have an extra $1 million around you want to give me? Yes. On the other hand, I might need to spend the chips on buying more quarters. It's always hard to tell. Because the way these machines work, you see these two flaps on the sides? And let me just look there. They cover up drains that steal chips and quarters from me. So I can easily run out of quarters and have to buy more. I am not a millionaire. To go around, because that way I could get a mortgage much more easily. Thank you, Harasani. I hope we're all millionaires. Okay, the watch is right on the edge. Can you guys see? Yeah, there's the watch. Watch is also washed out. It's right there. Well, those boxes do have a tendency. Hey, Kazakhstan! Hey, Kazakhstan, my brother! Hey, Jultig! Okay, I'm cleaning out. You're subscribed. Hey, I got the watch. There you go. I know not from watches, except that my son loves them, so I just give them to him. Hello, Australia! Oh, okay. I got a 5. So that puts me at 1, 2. I'm at 20. This is just a collector's piece. So it doesn't have any actual immediate value, which is a shame. Is it a joy to see you, Joyzy? You're watching from the Philippines. Very cool. Ooh, good push. Okay, I'm going to keep an eye on that 100 under the yellow box. In case anyone doesn't know, the boxes are mystery boxes. We don't know how much is in them. Okay, one person says stay to the right, another says straight down the middle. I'm going to just try putting one across the whole shebang. How about that? Lady Trucker, I hope you're not watching while you're driving. Ooh. Not bad. Something came down. I don't know what. Well, if the mystery box is too big, it can't come down the chute. I think the most I've ever won in a mystery box was the 500 I won recently. But it's not necessarily the coolest thing. I forget what it was exactly, but it was this little wind-up toy. I wish I were a millionaire. It would make my son's life easier. My son is nonverbal autistic. Now remember, the balance on that is there could be $5 in a box. There could be a wind-up toy. A box doesn't have to mean money. Otherwise, where would the mystery be? I'm going to do middle to the right. Try to push the yellow and red boxes. And the, there's a 50 chip there. Well, mystery's mystery. Well, the thing is, if you do stand up, your best joke will be something you've built up to over like 5 or 10 minutes. I get a good response from a joke. That I have to talk for 3.5 minutes before I what do you call a wet rabbit? I don't know, a washed hair. Well, think about stand-up comedy for a minute. You go on 20, 30, 45 minutes at most. Yeah, two cannibals are eating a clown. One says, "Does this steak funny to you?" That's an old one. How about this? Why don't you guys give me the setups and I'll see if I can guess the joke ending. Also, like I was saying, the day of a stand-up is, except for some writing and some rehearsal, you got nothing to do except work 45 minutes a day. Can get pretty tiresome. No, it really isn't for me. In fact, it never occurred to me I would be a clean comic. But there's a couple of reasons for it. First of all, it doesn't come naturally to me. Second of all, just because you put an F-bomb in doesn't make something that's not funny funny. And third, I'm 63. I've been doing comedy since I was 56. And I've always sort of looked like your father, or your. Actually, I've been told more than once. I've been told that I look like a science teacher or a history teacher, and nobody wants to hear them curse. Hey, SM. Hello, 100s. If you see 100s, oh, the $100 bills. Got it. Sorry, you're thinking of chips. Okay, at this point, it'd be great to get the 100, but I'm looking for that 10. And just to be clear, you can win those hundreds, but it is not easy. You have redism. You mean you have a yeast infection? When you say top row, what do you mean? Because I tend to feel at this point in the game, there's just not that much point in showing the back tray. Walter, when you say you can't see the top row, what do you mean? Where the quarters drop or where the chips fall off? I'm not sure what you mean by the little plastic cases. Oh, the collector's things? You know, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but to be honest, at this point, mostly I don't. Because they can use them here. Because they can use them here. And piled them up around my house. Oh, nice fall. I want that 10. The ones that are just, I just give them back. The chips are cashed in at the cashier. Nope, it's not stuck. It just hasn't quite been pushed far enough yet. Here, I'll show you. What's it? Lady Trucker, $10. Oh, the 10 kit. By the time I got around to showing it to you, it fell off. Okay, what's next? I'm gonna try to go after the red box for a bit. Do you mean that what, well, until he tells me what he means, I won't know what he means. Well, also, the hole in the chute on the side is bigger, so it's easier to get a box down if I just push it that way. Okay. Well, hello, 10 spot. However, I'm so low on quarters. Well, I am now even at 25. I'm going to have to turn these 25 back in for more quarters. Because that's just somehow the way the life is. Hold on. Well, I tried to switch to landscape, which would show everything very easily. But then you guys complained that there's no chat. Anyway, I got 100 more quarters. Yeah, I would like some likes if you don't mind. If you're already subscribed, then perhaps a like would do. Also, the red box kind of has a 50 bent up as a shovel, as a bulldozer, or a track, whatever you call them. The things with the big thing in front, the push. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go middle to right. Then I'm pushing a lot of stuff. I mean, I have my reasons. They may not always make sense, but I have my reasons. Well, my hand is visible on the screen because you asked me to move the camera back. And if the camera is back and high, then there's no way to put quarters in without really going into the machine. I did have a hand in writing a couple of Deep Space Nine episodes, which was fun. Hey, Mugs. Don't forget to greet people as they come on. You can't see the right side now. Hold on. How about now? See, to keep my hand out of the picture, I sort of have to hunch back over to the left and then lift my arm way up in the sky. And also with the camera this far back, it's hard to read what you... Let me try something here. Do you still have the whole view? Ooh, good push. Okay, the red box is getting stuck. I think. I hope not. I know. Here. Is that better? I mean, on and off are my only options for that light. I'll figure something, have them figure something out over the weekend. I don't know, red kryptonite. Okay. Unfortunately, on and off are my only options. Give me a sec. Why does everyone always suggest violence? Or someone always suggests violence, not everyone. Because bottom line is, it's no fun for me if I'm cheating. Well, to be honest, I'm not crazy about the lighting, but I probably can fix it over the weekend. No, I would know I was cheating. I'm also not sure what bumping it would really do at this point. Now, guys, I got to tell you, it's my goal to be the first YouTuber to get 100 billion subscriptions. So if there's anyone here who hasn't subscribed yet, our journey nope, it's not against the glass. It's just difficult. It's very hard to get a loose bill off the side. Well, that certainly didn't help. It's not just that, there's lots of weight on it. It's like there's almost a whole ritual dance it has to go through. Ooh, good fall. Coin pushers were released in 1974 by a British company. I don't know who exactly invented them. Well, actually, if there's an earthquake, you should get in a door frame. Well, I will say this, if there was an earthquake, I very much am unlikely to stop and think, hey, maybe I'll get some quarters out of this. Patrick, what are you getting mad at? Hey, back at you, England. I'm planning to come in like May or June and hit the coin pushers in Brighton. To the right side of it. Okay, I will give that a shot. You see all those little yellow pieces that are Federation symbols? If you are in the know. Well, they all come out with the quarters and then wind up sticking me in the hand as I'm trying to put things in. I think with the red box jammed, that whole area in the middle is probably my best bet. There really isn't room to crawl under these machines. What they always tell you at least in America, they tell you in an earthquake, get in the door frame. In a tornado, get in your bathtub. They don't mean run water in it. They mean your bathroom is where you're most likely to be surrounded by metal constructions, and also where there are the smallest windows, if there are windows at all. Well, also, you drink too many hurricanes, you're going to wind up in the bathroom too. Huh, I think the red box is moving. Let me take a shot. Yeah, not really. Well, by drinking things in the bathroom, your cat or dog may have a different opinion. Okay, we couldn't have gotten through this without the traditional John dropping of the quarters on the floor. I call that my emergency backup. Okay, I will drop in the middle. Okay, gotta get clean out more quarters. I'm not sure what you mean by try to build a triangle. Stay to the right of what? I have no idea what you mean, Mike. Well, see, even if this comes off the ledge, it may not fall. Let me see about that red one. Hello, all the people who just said hi. I have put in $25. I hope to win more than $25. That's all I can say. I mean, it's all I know. Brian, we're doing well today. Are you staying to watch, or did you just come to subscribe and like? Aha! Stuff came down. Okay. And for that matter, there's a 50 hanging over the edge, a $50 bill. So that red one can move. Or at least the stuff around it can move. Sometimes they fold them, sometimes they don't. Dirty do work, thank you. Yes, I do try to make it entertaining. Because you guys are entertaining me, it seems only fair to repay the favor. Ah, if it only worked that way. Hey, Claudio. Well, Nathan, Thank you coming back. So you never miss an announcement. Why not subscribe? And then you'll always know when we're on and can come back anytime. You're always welcome. Well, that was nothing. Okay, let's see what I got back. Well, I have one more quarter left. Why not? Okay, I got one of the plastic things. And wow, the lighting here is really bad. A 50 and a 20. Okay, so okay, 50 and 20 is good. That means I am 45 ahead, and it means I can buy more quarters if I need. I got a 20 chip and a 50 chip. That's $70. Subtract 25, you get 45, I believe. There's a 50 right there. I don't know if you can see. There's a 50 right there. I'm hoping I can get down. And we'll see about the 100. Well, there's action on the right. There's also a $100 bill right there. It would be great to get off. I don't know if I can. Let's bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. There's Klingons on the starboard bow. Knock them off, Jim. There's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it. Not as we know it. Jim, but not as we know it. Not as we know it, Captain. Captain, if it continues at this rate, I cannot be assured of the safety of the ship. Coin pusher large. Friday morning. We're a little bit ahead, but we haven't made any progress. You know what? I'm just going to try on the left for grits and chins. And I'm going to need to clean out. Okay. Well, I'm getting more quarters, you guys. Remember, I'm going for 100 billion subscriptions. The journey of 100 billion subscriptions starts with a single subscription. That's a good question. What do quarters smell like? That's a very old joke. Doctor, how's the kid doing who swallowed the quarter? No change yet, sir. Oh, thank you, Dirty Do Work. I don't know what toot means. You know, I actually think they wash the quarters here from time to time, or I wish they would. Or the tarnish just comes off in everybody's hands. Ooh, good push. It's 9:40. I have another hour to play. Hi, Barbarella. A toot can mean so many things in so many variations of English. The 100 and the 50 both have good chances. Well, I can actually do both at the same time. And in my judgment, for whatever it's worth, the 50 is a little bit more likely to come off. Well, there we go, pushing both. But maybe you're right, the 100 is looking good. And if that box would slide back, it'll look even better. Well, actually, the 100 sort of has to stand up. Nothing. The 100 has to go from this to slide down. I started off with 25. I put in 25. I now have 70, so I'm 45 ahead. These aren't euros. Okay, cleaning out again. You give me a second. I need to pull my emergency backups off the floor. Okay. I'm sorry to hear about your house. Thank you, Rosie. Okay. Okay, the 100 is starting to climb. That is a good sign. And I have an hour. Good. Well, I hope it won't take an hour, but Hold on, gotta get it actually into the slot. Okay. Nice push. Okay, gotta clean out. Okay, gotta get some squatters. Be right back. Rosie, could you explain what squatters are? Okay. Whether the banknotes fall out or not, I'm done at 8. I'm done at 10:40. Of course, the Star Trek machine has sensors. Plus inertial dampeners. That 50 is also looking good. Tractor beam? Why not just a transporter beam? I could beam the 100 out of here. And replicate as many quarters as I wanted. There is a button here called the still stop. I don't know if you can see it in this light. Still stop. Pretty much all coin pushers in America have them. It's a 50. And I don't know if it's about to drop or not, but I hope it does. And then there's the problem, if it does drop all bent over like that. See, the rule is it has to actually come down on down the chute. So even if we got it down, we'd sort of have to wash the chute out with quarters or something. Okay. See, I can't get myself to exercise for the sake of exercising. But if there's a place to go a couple miles from my house, I'll walk it. No problem. And if I have to pick quarters off the floor, then I'll do squats to get them. Because I can only get 1/4 to drop in at a time because it's only a 1/4 slot. It might be a gold-colored quarter, or it might just be the light. It's hard to tell. In any case, it's not worth anything. They sometimes use them as game pieces in other games. I don't know what you mean by the hundreds from the right side. Okay, see, the 50 is in the chute. The 50 is in the chute, which is really good, but I don't win it unless I can get it down. $25. I am blurry, or the picture is blurry. I don't know anything I can do about that. I showed the skill stop button about 5 minutes ago. See, I'm watching too, and I'm not. I am up. I'm up a little. See, I think the same placement of quarters let me play a little to the right. Because that 50 is still stuck in the chute. Okay. Okay, the 50 moved a little bit. Moved a little bit more. And a little bit more. Yes, the 50 makes the far turn around the track. Nothing. This is as much inside the chute as I can go. The 50 is right there inside the chute. Oh, if I can get that five piece down. See, I think maybe you can see the 50 now. It's right there. If I can get that 5 piece down, it should take the 50 with it. Let's see what goes on. Wait, did it go? Hold on. Okay, no, it's farther down the chute, but it's not falling out yet. See, I've wondered something. What would happen if like 500 people all hit the subscribe button at the exact same time? I will count down to it. And then everyone who's not subscribed, hit the button at the same time. 3, 2, 1. Hit subscribe. Well, the problem with doing that, William, is that I run out of quarters really fast. Hey, guess what, guys? Guess what fell all the way? Huh, that's nice. So what next? I guess I should go after the 100. Those are prop bills that I can turn in at the cashier. For real bills. Or to pay my dues. They have an ultraviolet stamp in it, so they know it's theirs. Thank you for congratulations, Epigolu. Okay, if I put some over here, what happens? That happens. That wasn't bad. Ask, William, ask. Put the camera in the middle. Okay, that's a perfectly reasonable question. And I'll pull it up too. You don't need to see the right. We were focused on the right-hand side while the 50 was coming down. I will pull this up. How's that? I don't know what you mean about drop versus falling. Hey, anyone here from Australia? I don't know if you caught our night shift show, but it was a James Bond theme and we were playing with Australian chips. Well, to me, it looks like one Benjamin, so to speak, is keeping the other from falling, and they're both keeping the yellow box from falling. So wait, are you saying Manchester is a real place? We don't know what's in the boxes. That's why they're called mystery boxes. Good pushing. Yes. No, that one I'll admit to. Max is right. I am on the USS Enterprise. Nope, you have to, maybe you can't see that the box is on 100 and the 100 is keeping the other 100 from falling. I hope you're right, though. Membership is 99 cents a month. Subscription is free. Well, I got to tell you, talk to any of my friends, they'll tell, every one of them will tell you I'm cheap. See, the 100 is now pressed up against here by the other 100. And by the yellow box and the shuttlecraft. Oh, membership to what club? How come nobody invited me? I have $25 in, no more, no less. The machine is doing very well. Why should I kick it? Maybe I can separate that yellow box from the hundreds. Oops, sorry. Well, the box is close to dropping. It wants to drop. Whether it can drop, whole other question. Okay, the shuttlecraft is departing. The shuttlecraft is departing. I think it went down. I think the 100 went down. Okay, I'm going to focus on the box for a little bit more and then check. Yeah, it's not worth anything in this game. Okay. Who wants me to check and see if I got the 100? Okay, I'm going to check. Okay, here, would you take care of this for me while I look for the 100? Please? Cool. Guys, thanks for all your encouragement. I might not have gone after it if it weren't for you guys. Okay, now let's see if in the time left I can get the box and the other 100. Yes, it's Gold Press Platinum. How did you know? If I missed anyone giving me a gift, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to come from a little bit from the left here because I want to push that box off the 100 and see what happens. Hey, thanks for the 100, whatever that is. I have bought when you start off, I buy 100 quarters, which is $25. I have a couple of times had to use chips I won. To buy more quarters. Either 2 or 3 times, I can't remember. Anyway. Well, since I'm up at least 150 right now, and I really only spent 25 out of pocket, I'm not sure where you're getting your math. Well, Sunshine Baxter, if you really want to see me doing this, go ahead and subscribe. You see, this is the thing. I don't want to keep nagging people to subscribe have already subscribed, but there's no way for me to tell from the chat room who has subscribed and who hasn't. Thank you, Walter. There is a show called Aussie Coin Pusher. Okay, I gotta clean out. Oh, let me explain. I don't think I've explained this time. Gowanus Gaming is open from 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. They don't let me film on the floor when their customers and members are here. Because a lot of customers don't want people to. A 50 and 100 have fallen. Because customers don't want to be filmed gambling, and they may be here with someone they're not supposed to be here with, that kind of thing. So that is why I only film during their off hours. If you'd like, I can write your boss an excuse. Please excuse blah, blah, blah for being late. Yes, I've gotten boxes. Actually, I don't remember. Have I ever gotten the Star Trek box? Yes, thank you very much for the gifts. I don't always see them as they go past. Why are you sad, LT? And it's a 50 chip on the right side of the box. Getting that down would be good too. Who do you throw the dice at? People walking down the street? I think I'm certain I could get the 100 down if I had forever to play, but I have like 12 minutes left. Larry, stop killing Cindy. I haven't stopped to count. I have at least 150. I put in 25. Okay. Well, the question is, will it fall soon enough since I have 9 minutes left? If that. Cleaning out. Well, the 100's doing all the right things to fall. The question is it pinned under the box? I'm going as fast as I can, man. I ain't no speed demon. Remember, I gotta put these quarters in one at a time. Okay, the box is free. That's something. I have 4 minutes. Okay, making a command decision here. I'm going after the, I don't know what to do. I'm going after the box though. Oh, it's a big push on everything. Nope, the 100 went the wrong way. I can't. Quantus Gaming. Opens at 11. 10:40 is their final check. I have to stop at 10:40. I will do a count up though. There it goes.
This is a reminder. Good morning. Go on this game at 10:40 open at 11 a.m. Please be at your stations ready to start.
Okay, I get to put these last 3 in. Yep.
Good morning. Go on this game at 10:40 open at 11 a.m. Please be at your stations ready to start.
Okay, that's it. I could go and back. I can't. Sorry, tired. The answer basically is no, I can't. But it comes down to this. The moment I walk away from a machine, they reset it. Okay. It's 150. Plus the 50 chip, that's 200. Oh, wait, that's the 20 chip. This is the 50 chip, that's 200. And 20 minus the 25 I put in, that's 195. Thank you guys. This was a good one. Glad to have your support. As long as I'm asking for your support, if you could please like and subscribe. Let's see if we can get me up to 400 likes before we leave. Thanks for the $10. And just subscribe on your way out. Just click that little. Hey, it's not an addiction if you keep winning. Thanks, Little Winks. Talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.